I feel like there might be... I feel like there is this eternal quest for people submitting green-black decks to me that we want to try and figure out if there is a shell somewhere in Standard where Stitcher Supplier is not unplayable garbage. So far, every time someone has sent me a deck with Stitcher Supplier in it, my takeaway after a couple of matches has been, we've registered a 1-1 for 1, and the payoff just really isn't here. So I'm interested to see if that feels that way after we're done here or not. So let's hop in and play a couple of game matches with us to get started. Hey, Bash Gooder, thank you for the 10-month resub. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me employed here with that this month. You want to say hi to the internet, Declan?
I want to be down here all day.
All day? No, not all day. Dad's still working. He's almost done. When Dad's done working, you can hang out down here with me.
You want to say hi to the internet real quick?
You're adorable in your pajamas.
I get lucky.
Okay, you can say hi to the internet or you can go back upstairs. Okay, come on, you can play with them when Daddy's done working. Let's go. Come help me with the lock.
Alright, that's a good first drop. Declan's too cool for you all. He's rejected the notion of saying hello. He heard internet and he was just having none of it. This card do skeleton zombies get 1/1 on death touch. Seems okay. The internet is kind of terrible. Teach him young. Teach him what's up. So we're not putting a land back on top here. Not that we have one anyways. We dumped 2 creatures in the bin for Molderhulk. Love that the casting costs update on these things as they go down. Rough. Alright, we got a Chupacabra. Put a playable, there's a playable creature in our deck. Probably go Forest. Oh, I actually have to go Overgrown Tomb, right? Because this is on zombies, so I'll have to go Forest. Chup kills the Chain Whirler next turn. Chain Whirler is just a very good card. Nothing else to say about it. Let's see what they have here. Fanatical Firebrand, sure. Not a Phoenix or a Frenzy yet, so that's good for us. Oh, you decided you want to say hi? You've rethought and decided you're not too cool? You say what's up?
What's up, Auntie Buddy? I wanna play the card game with you.
What's up? You want to play the card game?
Yeah.
You are quite literally a snot-nosed brat.
Look at what's us.
There's us on the screen.
Which one's our guy?
We're the guys down here. We're the black cards. They're the red cards.
Why?
That's just how this works.
Why I beat him?
You beat him? Because our guy's aggressive. He attacks. Goes. Arr.
I don't want to beat him.
Oh, you don't want to beat him? You want us to lose?
Yeah.
We don't want to lose, Declan. We want to be winners.
Why?
Don't you want to be a winner?
Why that guy's gonna win.
He's gonna win?
He's gonna crash us. He's gonna crash.
No, look how big our guy is. Watch. Watch. He's gonna crash.
Oh, I see.
No. Oh, nope. Wait. Silly responses. Ooh. I was expecting a bigger animation, I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of disappointed. Kind of let down by the size of the animation.
Baby's gonna crash your ours.
You gonna crash into us?
It's gonna crash into our card.
Oh no!
And our card's better than his cards.
Our cards are better than his cards, I agree.
This is the Supplier.
Do you want to smash into him? You want to smash? Ready to smash?
Daddy, this is a sprayer.
That is a sprayer, yep.
I want to put that on the hose.
Yeah. You want to go upstairs with Mama?
And put this on the hose. I'm gonna put this on the hose.
Go upstairs and help Mom with that.
Mommy, I'm gonna put this on the hose.
It's cold out.
All right, they're out. Why is there a hose attachment in the basement? So like, I don't actually have an office in the basement. Like this house, I'm just like in what could be like the family room in the basement, basically. So is this gonna kill this, and then they're gonna attack for 3. This hits me for 1, because this is gonna draw me a card. Declan has his moments. He's a bit of a ham. He knows what's up. So I can go Forest, Liliana, down tick, cast my Lord from the graveyard. I can also just kill this, right? Oh no, I only have 2 zombies. You guys want to cast my Lord from the graveyard? Open the graves. That's a good voice line. Crack you for 7. Yeah, there's the details. Details on how to submit decks are here on my website. Maybe I should have like plussed her for a turn and then like played multiple cards next turn. Good enough here. Josu Vest Lichstein. I'm gonna be honest, I'm probably gonna have to read some of these cards. A couple of cast downs seem good. Extra early Doom Blades. Vraska's Contempt seems fine. Underrealm Witch is probably a little bit slow here. Gravedigger is standard legal. Oh, that's true. If I minus the Gitu, he has to jump with the Chain Whirler. Yeah, Contempt probably fine, just as like extra removal spell. I feel like I want all my cheap creatures. This is how many cards do I have to cut? I've got 4. I'm gonna cut Liliana and then the Liches, because Liches are just really slow. Just like plan to kill them with these cards. And Molderhulk. Hulk's pretty decent. Hulk seems like a good payoff to have. Beast Denon, have a good one. This is gonna be our last set of games for the day, I think. So it's our first match with this one, so we've got about an hour or so. That seems pretty good. Supplier with Necrotic Wound. If we find another land, we could eventually curve out nicely. I like that this deck really gets to leverage 4-mana Liliana. That card seems sweet. Got 1 creature in there. I'm really not a big fan of bringing in Duress against Mono Red. While they do have a lot of potential targets for it, they also just like have a lot of games where it's just gonna like brick off and do nothing. Declan certainly has his moments. Oh, they didn't have a second land. Welcome to just mono red things, I guess. It does. That's kind of the scary thing, right? You're like, oh, they don't have any lands. Oh, that means they have all spells. I'm gonna just kill this key too, keep my health a little high. I'm not sure what you mean, Persip. Like, I don't feel like we have that many plans. Like, we don't really have, you mean like this is a zombie anyways, right? I think what I'm gonna do after this game, I wanted to play one game to start here to get a feel for things, but I think what I'm gonna do in a hot second here is pull up the deck editor and just like, all right, show me all the zombies that are legal in the format, just to like make sure we're not missing any playable ones. I'm like, if they kill this, I get to slam Molderhulk next turn. They do pre-releases on Magic Online, so I don't see why they wouldn't do them on Arena at some point. That's pretty sweet. So I get to go Graveyard Marshal into Death Baron here. And then next turn I can Molderhulk and have a ton of pressure. They've fumbled long enough that they're not going to be able to recover here, it looks like. The day of pre-release. Well, look at that. Would you look at that? I think Gruesome Menagerie is too clunky. I kind of like that Liliana is like a similar effect to Gruesome Menagerie in a way. This card doesn't even tap tactic, right? It's just like 3, get a zombie. Seems pretty good. Tapped is worth noting. That's good. That probably would get me at some point. So this will shoot me. They take 6 down to 11. This Molderhulk's probably... They're pretty close to... Oh, they have a shock? They must have a shock, right? That's fine. They're still taking 6. Or taking 2 because they blocked this. Okay. This is my 7/7. There are many like it, but this one is mine. I get to put a land into play. Deal. Yep, yeah, I had some one of my wonderful subs here in Hoaglandia put together the extension to help me compile it on Ubuntu. Blast me, baby. I don't know if it's necessarily a sleeper card. A lot of people I know have been pretty high on Midnight Reaper. I think this card's very good. So they get to block here and then shoot me, take 6 down to 9. Yeah, I feel like we put on such an efficient clock that they just can't catch up at this point. What's going on, EGH? And remember, for folks that are joining us, if you're looking for more of my content, you can always find that on my YouTube channel and my website as well after I'm done today. Lots of both standard and modern content on both of those. Up to almost 1,500 people since we switched to standard. God bless you, Magic Arena. And just a good standard format. I honestly think this format's better than modern at this point. I think it's a mix of the two. I think it's that Arena is more pleasant than Magic Online, but also that this standard format is just better than Modern. It is a low bar to jump across for standard to be better than Modern. All right, let's take a look-see. Look at that. Completed my quest right away. Let's just do a quick zombie search here. Make sure we're not missing anything obvious. Wow, they really are kind of sparse, huh? They really are not playable zombies. Yeah, I think we should probably be on more of that. Underwhelm Rich's top end is like cute, but at the same time, like that's a 5-drop in a deck that's like kind of aggressive. I guess there really aren't just like Graveyard Marshal is about it. There's Reassembling Skeleton. That's actually not a terrible payoff. This actually doesn't seem like am I crazy or is this not unplayable? It like is another thing that like Glowspore does that helps us. I don't know what I'd cut though. Like Underrealm Lich is like the only thing. Maybe I just like cut these and drag the curve down. I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna put the 4th Duress on the sideboard too. Hey, Thunderwolf, thank you very much for the brand new Prime support. There's a lot of great people making a lot of great stuff on Twitch. Thanks for supporting mine this month with that. Welcome. Thanks for dropping in while we're doing some standard content here today. Thanks to everybody, by the way. If you're new, my name is Jeff Hoagland. I stream full-time here on Twitch. We play pretty much nothing but Magic Constructed on this channel. We play a ton of Standard on Arena. We play a ton of Modern on Magic Online. We do Modern every Mondays and Wednesdays guaranteed, and then we do Standard on Arena every Tuesday, Wednesday nights, and Fridays. You can find my schedule on my website, jeffhoagland.com. You can also follow the Twitch channel or pop in the subs Discord for notifications of when I go live and with what. What does Lotleth do? People keep telling me what Lotleth does, and you're not telling me why it's good or like what it should cut. Again, please be constructive and specific when you're talking about cards. Why is it worth playing? What does it do in the context of the matchup you want it? What is it better than in terms of the cards we're already playing? I guess I'll keep this. Maybe this is a mulligan. Yeah, Lotleth Troll would be great. That one's not legal, unfortunately. I don't think a 7-drop is playable in my 20x land deck. Like, there are not a lot of lands in our deck. I'm gonna play Glowspore Shaman here actually, because there's probably a chance that like this plays into a counterspell, which feels a little bit bad, but like they could be a disinformation campaign deck, and then I'd like to discard this next turn. You think Modern will die if there's a new Eternal format on Arena? I don't know. Did Modern kill Legacy? Like, Magic, the important thing to remember is that Magic's not a game. Magic is like a game engine. There are so many people that play so much Magic that it can support multiple formats. One Magic format doesn't have to die for another to exist. All right, so there's 2 in my bin currently. You can go ahead and play this and then smash them for 4. I think Carnal Troll's a trap. I think that card's not particularly good. It's it has a real cost associated with it. And like the troll that exiles creatures from our graveyard is at odds with our 6/6 Molderhulk that wants to like bring creatures back from our discard pile. Even if we get like Ritual of Sooted here, like we get to draw 2 cards. This is actually like a pretty sweet curve, huh? Like we're gonna get to go Death Baron, smash for 5/8 next turn, and then like bring Reassembling Skeleton back. This is instant speed too, right? Return from graveyard to the battlefield. Yeah, I agree with that, JVL. I think the new format's far more likely to kill Legacy than Modern. Legacy's already extremely inaccessible. Like it just gives people another reason to not be in on Legacy, to already be on other things. Sure. Removal spell's pretty good there. Magic will be introducing a new non-rotating format sometime very soon. Oh, now I have to sacrifice a creature, chat. I think I'm holding this to discard the Eldest Reborn here. It's like, I'm pretty dead to Ritual of Soot. Yeah, there's 3 copies of Liliana on the list. You can find the deck list on screen via the Stream Decker widget or exclamation point deck in chat as always. No, they've not announced it, but it's coming. This tank feels like they don't have anything, right? Yeah, they're not gonna make a new non-rotating format that goes back older than Modern. That doesn't make any sense. Feel bad. Getting kinda punished here for not playing out my 1-drop. Yeah, you can look at my discard pile, you look at my hand, you look at the opponent's discard pile. So I'm actually 1 point of damage short here, which sucks. Because they get to block. And if they weren't, you were alive on board, opponent. I'm not sure why they conceded there, but I'll take it, I guess. Necrotic Wound seems kind of bad here. I guess Necrotic Wound deals with Blood Operative. Their card had lifelink, chat. Yeah, they would have gone to 1. Yeah, Arena definitely needs a log option. They probably forgot Operative had lifelink is what happened. I'm gonna trim these trophies. Do I want all these Duresses in this matchup? Whatever format is created for Arena will exist in paper too. Maybe Chupes is just too expensive. I'd rather keep a couple of Necrotic Wounds in. Necrotic Wound exiling Blood Operative seems really good. Let's try this. Yeah, sure. They really are extras. Hey, Zephyrms, thank you very much for the brand new Prime support there. Welcome. Double Memorial in the opener is a little bit awkward here. I think I'm just gonna play it a little bit slow and go Stitcher on 2 here, tap land, and then probably play a 3-drop next turn. They scattered my Stitcher Supplier. That's another reason to go slow here, which is great for us. We have another counterspell. They just have a removal spell and not a counterspell. That's good because this will replace itself when it dies. Yeah, this sequencing was great for us. Sweet. So this turn will be great. We'll get to go ahead and exile this and play a Midnight Reaper. Literally replaced itself. Yep. I think energy was fine as a mechanic. I think the lack of axes of interaction that it presented was bad. And I think the ratios that energy was used at were kind of bad. That's unfortunate. I guess I just discard this one because it lets me draw cards later. Reassembling Skeleton's kind of gas with Midnight Reaper too, huh? What do you mean by ratios the energy was used at? I mean, the numbers on the energy cards were bad. I mean, the amount of energy it took to do things and the amount of energy things gave you. Resolves. I even have Memorial to Folly here for next turn to screw with whatever they want to get back off of this. Oh, actually, I can just use Graveyard Marshal to screw with it too. Woo, this deck is sweet. I wonder how many decks we're gonna get through in this format before I stop being like, man, this deck was sweet when we get to it. The Stitcher Suppliers have actually been kind of okay so far. This is just to set a bar that's incredibly low. This is the least bad Stitcher Supplier deck I've played to date. Nice, AJ. Yeah, I like the Pirates deck a lot. It's the most fun I've had playing so far. Although the blue-black artifact deck's been kind of sweet too. Dream Eater, okay. Yeah, Eldritch Reborn is not particularly good against us. It pulls up the card showing you what they've exiled. I'll point it out next time. Let me give you props for being one of like 7 grown adults who will accept new information and adjust your opinion. I mean, it's tough being an adult sometimes. Wait, they have red mana in their deck? All right. That's interesting. I really wish it would prioritize using Unclaimed Territory. And I think I just Liliana kill the Dream Eater, right? The one that they were targeting was lit up, I believe.
Scared.
Yes, the Twitch over the future is that, and the future is now. The future is now. Yeah. All right, so we just won that match. Normally I don't chill in the middle too often, but Arena just decided it wanted to take a nap, so let's go ahead and reboot that really quick. Welcome to everybody. We're up to almost 1,600 people. Thanks for hanging out tonight. My name is Jeff Hoagland. I stream full-time here on Twitch. If you're enjoying my stuff, please consider following the channel or consider subscribing. My subscribers are the people that keep me employed here. I wouldn't be here day in and day out without the support from all my wonderful subs. After subscribing, you can also support myself by checking out some of my very wonderful sponsors. CoolStuffInc.com buys and sells a lot of cool stuff, including TCG singles. Using promo code Jeff5, you can save 5% Magic, Pokemon, Warhammer, and Yu-Gi-Oh cards with them. BCW Supplies, love to help you protect your wonderful Magic the Gathering cards or their gaming accessories. They do sleeves, neck boxes, all sorts of other great stuff, and you can save 10% on your orders at BCWSupplies.com by using code Jeff10. And of course, Lisa would like to get you on your way to a better night's sleep. Christy and I have been sleeping with Lisa for the last 4 months now, and I really love it. I don't think we'd ever go back to traditional pillow top mattress. You can save $160 or more on your new mattress with them by checking out links bit.ly/ShuggleBedUS and bit.ly/ShuggleBedCA. I just hide the MTGO Trader ones when we're streaming arena tracks because it feels weird to advertise Moto cards while I'm playing this. The overlay Twitch extensions don't work on the Twitch app for some reason, which I don't understand why you would make extensions on your platform and then make an app and then have extensions not work on your app, but that's like Twitch's issue. You need to open up Google Chrome and stop using their app. This seems fine. We need another land, but like Glowspore Shaman's likely to help us get a land. Gosh, if this card was a zombie, this deck would be absurd. The Blue-Black Tezzeret list looks awesome. I think actually we might play that after this. I don't know, I'm kind of feeling good. If Christy wants to take care of dinner, which means ordering from somewhere probably, I might keep going. Got a ton of people in here. We had a bunch of people donate today to play the Blue-Black Tez list again. And it's one of the decks I'm considering working on for the Grand Prix next month. All right, sweet. So we're playing against Mono Red again. We're actually 2-0 with this deck so far, so we'll see if beating Mono Red last time was a fluke. I have a forest in play, right? So let's put Woodland Cemetery on top. Haven't dipped into the stream for a while. I'm liking it. Arena is awesome. Arena is the digital Magic client that I have always wanted. It is quite good. And we get to couple that with the fact that this standard format is probably one of the best formats of Magic I've played. Maybe ever. Maybe ever, very likely ever. So I have a couple of sequencing decisions here. I don't think it's Death Baron, obviously, because we don't have any zombies or skeletons in play. So I could either go second Glowspore Shaman plus Diregraf Ghoul and then like attack for 3. Alternatively, I could play Midnight Reaper. If whatever I play out, it's pretty likely they're going to have a removal spell next turn because their deck plays so much removal. So like if I play Midnight Reaper, it's probably just going to die and draw a card, and then like I can trade this here inside of combat. I think I'm just going to do that. I kind of want to draw another land anyways, so playing the Midnight Reaper out will give me 2 looks at a 4th land, which is nice. I've not Lighthammer. I'm not sure. I think the triple blacks maybe a little bit a lot to ask. Oh yeah, playing the other shaman out here would be really bad into the face of a Goblin Chain Whirler the following turn potentially. All right, so I'm gonna do this. The fact that they didn't kill my stuff that turn is pretty good for me. And although it's possible like they wanted to like play their board out big here and then kill my stuff the following turn, I think I'm gonna go ahead and hold Assassin's Trophy here. If they play 2 spells this turn, I'm gonna be in a lot of trouble. But if they only have 1 spell and they only have like 1 4/4 Steam King coming in, we could be okay. Yeah, this is the first standard format that has play design, that had play design work on it, which is probably in large part why it's so awesome. So, do you have another burn spell? If they have a burn spell to clear out this Glowspore Shaman, I'm probably dead to rights. Or like, God forbid, a Chain Whirler. So like, I have this Molderhulk in my hand. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and block here and just like get more creatures in my bin. If they have a Frenzy in their hand, I'm probably dead, but I definitely can't just keep taking hits like this. Is Play Design a group of new developers? So Play Design is a group of mostly previous professional Magic players that Wizards of the Coast hired to help test their standard formats while they're still building them internally. That is not an experimental frenzy. God bless. That's really weird that they didn't play that pre-combat. Right? It feels really strange to me that that wasn't played pre-combat. So this is down to a 2 cost already. Is it? Says there's only 4, but wait, how many are in here? I added more, right? So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so I actually don't. Do I want to land on top? I guess if I put the land on top, I could play this plus Glowspore Shaman next turn, which is kind of appealing. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Yeah, I don't know, Skip Dash. I also don't know why it took that long for that to happen, but I'm glad it finally happened and is having a positive impact. Oh, Hulk puts it into play untapped. It does, doesn't it? All right. So it looks like there was a bug in the interface there. While this trigger was resolving, it didn't show me the accurate count. So it only showed me the number previous to where this trigger had resolved. So I'm actually going to trade this here because it clears this land off the top of my deck that I probably shouldn't have had up there to begin with. Oh man, did I disconnect again? Yeah, it showed the correct cost and the incorrect one. That's really annoying. It's like the 3rd time it's done that today. Yeah, running through wine staging, it works fine. It's been happening all day with the disconnects. Okay, I'm glad it's not just me. This is the first time I've had this happen to me before. Maybe I am gonna be done. I've been going for like 9 hours, so maybe I should be done, but like I'm kind of having a good time. Like probably gonna get back and not have been able to block. Yeah, I get, I just didn't get to block. Thanks, Serena. All right, that's fine. That's fine. Everything else gets bigger. This comes into play. It gets Overgrown Tomb. Actually, I don't want to pay health for this, right? Hey, Village Park, thank you for the brand new Prime support. I know there's a lot of great people making a lot of great stuff on Twitch. Thanks for supporting mine there. Don't need another land. Will I be at GP Atlanta or the Pro Tour? I will not. I will be at Grand Prix Milwaukee next month, and I will be at the SCG Invitational in December. Wow. So, yeah, maybe I should have played this. That was a little rough. Maybe I should have played this out. I could have like shocked to 8 and like played this last turn. Although I guess most of my stuff would have died still, right? Chups was a good draw here. Gonna hang on defense here for a hot second. I've got the Folly here too to pick something back up with at some point. So, do I want to try and close here? I think I need to start trying to close. Sure. The auto tap doesn't matter. This takes 3 to activate. Wow, this trade is good for us. Holy crap. Yeah, deal. Go. Maybe they don't realize I have a Memorial to Folly down here. They must not realize I have a Memorial to Folly down here. All right, they attack with both. I'm gonna go ahead and trade here. Take 3. Yeah, so this picks back up my Molderhulk. What is with that graveyard order? Like, that was the last card to die. Where is he at? And then Molderhulk picks back up the Folly. It's like 6 mana, all the 6/6s. How many times do I have to teach you this lesson, old man? How many times? How many times do I have to teach you this lesson? Hold on, folks, I'm gonna do it again. Man, these things block for days too. Graveyard is ordered by CMC. That's interesting. Okay, good to know. There's probably some rhyme or reason to it. It's a pretty mold play. Man, could you imagine if they had a lightning strike that made us like virtually 3 lower? Is Death Baron lethal? Hey, Jason O'Findy, thank you for the brand new Prime support. I appreciate that. Death Baron's like pretty close to lethal. No, this is not CMC order, so that's like not it. So if I attack with everything, they can go eat here, trade here, take 9, go to 1. So I think I'm only supposed to attack with Molderhulk here. You can find video of me playing the 5-color Lich deck on my website, jeffhoagland.com. Click at standard decks at the top. We'll probably be playing that deck again tomorrow as well. All right, so now this is lethal. It's not quite lethal, but they have to block the Molderhulk or die. No, this has first strike, so it wouldn't be a trade. They would be eating my thing. I think it's weird that the things hit twice when there's first strike. Seems really awkward. I'm not playing Lich next today. I've been live for like 9 hours today, so if I play another deck, I'm not gonna play something as complicated as the Lich deck. So I wasn't planning on playing standard today, but I kind of wanted to pick me up after playing a bunch of modern. So this standard format is gas. So here we are. I think I trim the Glowspore Shamans here because of how bad they are against their stupid goblin whatever guy, Chain Whirly, against the Whirly boy. Yeah, we had that one in the deck queues, Deck the Ripper. It'll get up for modern eventually. We tried Diregraf yet. I've not. As a reminder, you can always find all of the decks that I played on stream on my YouTube channel and my website. If you're wondering, has Jeff played this? You can search through there and look for ones. You think a 4 mana 4/5 is good in this matchup? Maybe. Is this the last one? I'm not sure yet. We'll see how my wife and kids are doing when I'm done, since I'm running late today, and how I'm feeling. Well, I'm kind of pumped up because this is sweet. I really like Molderhulk. He's a real fun guy. Listen, Chet, I have children. I can make that joke. Look, if you don't have children, I understand you're jealous that I can make that joke and you can't, but I have kids. That joke is kosher. It's allowed. It's allowed, okay? I wonder if I want... The skeletons have actually been really good so far. I wonder if I just want a 4th one to, like, make these Stitcher suppliers give me random extra value. Don't you get diminishing returns eventually? You'll get 1/1 blockers against real cards. I mean, kinda. Like, a lot of 1/1 blockers add up. I make dad jokes all the time and don't have kids, so time me out. Man, our mono red opponents just, like, love keeping one-landers against us. $9 Mbps. I don't know how you folks live. I wouldn't be functional without my gigabit internet. So we've played Stitcher suppliers in a lot of decks, so this is the first deck it hasn't felt totally terrible on. And I think part of the reason why it doesn't feel terrible is because we can turn it into a 2/2 occasionally, right? I think Grixis Phoenix is better than Blue-Red Phoenix. I don't know. Honestly, as someone who streams a ton, my upload speed is more important than my download speed. So, like, when I had Comcast, the fastest upload speed they could get me was, like, 15 to 20. Whereas with my fiber connection, I get 100 up, which is a big deal. I have 500 down and 100 up. So, like, I actually get to upload videos to YouTube while I'm still streaming on Twitch. The future is now. Well, hopefully our opponent is not playing mono red, because I'm going to go shock here. So Bone Dragon kind of fights with Molderhulk for, like, cards in your bin. I could see maybe that being reasonable as a way to grind out of the sideboard. I have an i7 87K with 32 gigs of RAM and an NVIDIA 1080 GTX. I don't skimp on the work system. It's all a tax write-off anyways. So, what's the best? Give it to me. Yeah, still just one thing in the bin. What a tilt. Ooh, that's really scary. I guess that's gonna put more creatures in the bin for me. if they have a counter spell or another discard spell for this Chupacabra, this thief might run away with the game. How much does each game cost for Arena? $0.00. There is a free-to-play competitive ladder where you get to play best of 3 matches. All of the matches you see me playing on Arena on stream, I'm putting $0 into play. It's quite fantastic. That's gross. Wow, that's incredibly gross. All right, I have a Reaper, so I guess I need to play Chups here, right? Like I'm gonna play Chups and kill the thief because it's running away with the game. So how does WotC make money from it? Because I paid for my cards. I paid for my Magic the Gathering cards. It is not free. You pay a lot of money for every match you play on Magic Online. The cheapest you can get matches on Magic Online for that are remotely competitive is $7 for 5 matches. Ugh. B, aggressive. B, E, aggressive. How good would Harpooner be in the sideboard? That could maybe be okay. But I think there's some cards in our sideboard that are kind of poop, so like Harpooner's probably a reasonable inclusion. I have yet to give WotC more money than they paid me for bounty board streams. I'd like the record to reflect that I'm still up. I will probably not be up for long, but you know, somewhere down the line. Deal. How much does it cost to buy into the deck? More or less the same. So the card acquisition model on Arena is completely different than the card acquisition on Magic Online. Magic Arena is a closed system, which means any money you put in turns into cards, and those cards stay on your account. Ooh. Ooh, that's really good. Bye, friend. Yeah, pay more life. You do it. You do it, opponent. Even if they find Ritual of Soot here, we're just gonna like draw 3 cards, right? Bye-bye, Doomy. And this exiles him so they don't draw a card for Midnight Reaper. Man, that's gross. Necrotic Wound's been very good in this deck. Super impressed with that one. Pump up, the jump up, the bump up, the jam. Do 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 do. So, do I just smash all? They have to have a removal spell, right? Yeah, we just say space smash face here. Yeah, right? Like, oh, Contempt's really good. So they're gonna Contempt, they're gonna trade here, but then like they're going to 2. Math is for the defenders. Have I put a Folly in my bin yet? I don't know. How about a 6/6? How does that feel? Oh, jeez. We got beat by the main deck greed, chat. The main deck greed stroke got us. What a tilt. Should have played around the main deck greed stroke. Man, we'd have killed him this turn if we'd have played around the main deck greed stroke. All right, so let's Stitcher Supplier so we get a bunch of looks at a Folly here. Ooh! Ooh! Look at all the candy, chat! Look at all the candy! Yummy candy. Another month to enjoy both standard and my emotes. Good luck with the games. Thank you for the 2-month resub, Sniper. I appreciate that. Yeah, you concede to the reassembling skeleton. You could say we've assembled some victory. All right, Plaguecrafter seems great. Is Duress good? Duress might be okay. They have some counter spells. What am I trimming here? It's probably Assassin's Trophy, right? Is it just Trophy? So many of my cards just seem very reasonable. I think this card's probably bad. I don't know, maybe it's fine against mono red just because like it's a 4/5 for 4. Do I want to cut Chups? I feel like I want to cut Trophy before I want to cut Chups. Because like most of the things I want a Trophy, I could Chupacabra. Yeah, this Gravedigger in the sideboard probably shouldn't exist. You think they're gonna leave Stroken against us? I'm bringing in Plaguecrafter to kill Doom Whisperer as well. Like I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ways, 8, 9, 10 ways to kill Thief. I think I have enough ways to kill Thief. I'm gonna trim a couple Stitcher Supplier. I feel like that's kind of filler. I think Menagerie's not good enough. I think Liliana fills a similar slot while being a little bit more flexible and cheaper. You know what this deck might really like in the sideboard? I wonder if this is a deck for 4-mana Vraska. 4-mana Vraska works pretty well with Reassembling Skeleton, and we have a lot of other poopers we don't mind throwing away. I think I just Skeleton here. It feels like they're holding up a counterspell or removal spell, right? So I just like put Skeleton into play and like make their turn bad. It's like now they're gonna kill my Diregraf Ghoul instead of my Graveyard Marshal. Listen, it's not the strength of the individual pooper, but the sum of the poop pile that matters, okay? The zombies understand, they know they're poopers. That's just poop science right there. Ooh, Blood Operative 2. Alright, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and Stitcher Supplier here. And then I hit Chups and Molderhulk, so I think I'm just gonna activate Graveyard Marshal this turn. Exile Molderhulk since I'm lacking. Our deck is for defecation science. Untapped land's really good here since I have this. Honestly, I wonder if I want another Graveyard Marshal in here. This card seems very reasonable. Ooh, this attack is bad for us. This attack says I have a Ritual of Soot. Yep. What's going on, McBennett? Yeah, running a little bit late today. I'm just having a good time. Yeah, they only have one card left here, so like the Midnight Reaper is a great pickup too. If I'm sure, why not block? Because if I block, there's a chance that they don't pull the trigger on it, and my health total is so high that I don't think I care. I mean, if they have a second Soot, I just draw 2 cards, right? So like more power to you. How about a little bit of love tap there? think I just hold this. They could have, like, discard spells in their deck still. Huh. So, I don't know if I want another one of the 3/2s in the main deck, but like this, this what's it called in the sideboard is some nonsense, this Gravedigger. So I'm gonna put another Graveyard Marshal in the sideboard. Marshal. Wonder if... I feel like Find Finality is probably not good enough either. I'm gonna put... Spell if I can help, if I can spell. So I'm gonna round out the playset of Chupacabras in the board. Oh, Harpooner. Harpooner's a good idea. So I was thinking for the Angels deck, I want some Harpooners. I wanted more Chupacabras, but Harpooner's probably good. Contempt also seems kind of narrow. I think I'm gonna put the last trophy in the sideboard, just as like more efficient removal. I think I like that. Let's give that a go. Yeah, I don't know if I'm keeping the 4 or 5. I feel like I want to try this against mono red. I did mention 4 mana Vraska. 4 mana Vraska is probably good against mono red too, huh? 5 months, thank you, Slacker. Hey, appreciate that. Izani, what does that do? Oh, this card? No, that's too much mana. That's too much mana. This seems fine. I mean, like, 2 copies of Finality aren't really going to help me beat tokens. Those decks go, it's okay to have bad matchups. Underrealm Lich is probably an okay. So we started with some of those in the main and they were kind of expensive, but Lich is probably an okay sideboard card. That's probably an okay sideboard card. Let's do that for now. I don't know what we're doing. We're just trying things. Let's pop back in, shall we? When will we bring in the Lich? Against control decks, like the blue-black deck that we just played against there, or like Jeskai. Places where once we stick a threat like that, we're gonna have lots of extra health to pay to keep it indestructible. Thanks, Matto. Thanks for dropping in. Excited for Met, sweet. It's hard to not be excited. So our deck is on the aggressive side, so while I agree Chupacabra is a great magic card, I feel like putting a bunch of 4 mana 2/2s in our deck is kind of counterintuitive to what we want to be doing. Put a mulligan. Midnight Reaper is a great card to hit on curve. Just gonna put the most power into play here so we can be aggressive. Basic Forest could be in a couple different things. Okay, looks like green-black. This card's probably really good against green-black too, huh? Oh, removal spell is great. Is it like good, decent curve on the play? Like this isn't super impressive, but like this into this is pretty reasonable. Midnight Reaper of your own, sure. Ooh, talk about good curves. Real decks have curves, chat. Never forget. Real decks have curves. I am currently using a standing desk.
Life's about to end. Hope you're ready.
So Death Baron's done. We'll ship one here. We'll ship one. Oh, why is this card so good? Why is this card so good? Yeah, my desk goes up and down.
That hurt. Oh, you'll have to try harder than that.
Yeah, get out of here. Whew. That was... I've not. I need to do some research, McBennett. So if anybody else is doing research on Standing Desk and has suggestions, I'm going to be looking for a new one soon. I think this is an Underrealm Lich matchup. I feel like they probably go big enough that card's good. How do we feel about trimming Diregraf Ghoul on the draw because it's gonna get outclassed pretty quickly? Golgari Queen for grinding a little bit is probably fine. How's the record with this deck? Have we lost a match? I don't think we've lost a match yet, actually. We've played against... We haven't beaten up blue-black. We played against a few blue-black things, and we beat mono-red twice. We beat two blue-black variations, and we beat two mono-red decks. You just click the next button, Dr. 11, and then it installs fine. The installer doesn't have text, but the actual game runs fine. Do I want this last trophy? I don't think so. I'm gonna run it like this. That's true. A lot of them don't have giant threats. I like that idea. All right, let's do it. Hey, little Tim88, thank you for the brand new tier 1 sub. I know there's a lot of great people making a lot of great stuff on Twitch. Thanks for keeping me employed here this month with that. This deck feels very, very reasonable. I feel like I have a cohesive game plan, and while we have some synergy cards that are a little bit individually weak, I feel like we have some reasonable payoffs like this that kind of pulls it all together. Seems a little bit slow. It's possible I should mulligan this. Underrealm Lich is a zombie. Ooh. That's another reason to pull up. I think I'm gonna have to trophy that. I'm not really worried about price for my desk. Like, I'd kind of prefer to just get something that's very good. Like, whatever I buy is gonna be a business expense that gets written off anyway, so I just want something that's like gonna last for a long time. Do I trophy this year? They didn't have an explore creature, and I think I just leave it, because if they had an explore creature, they would have played one. I mean, it's not like I'm wealthy, but like, I have, like, it's gonna get used for work. And like, I'd rather just like not worry about it breaking. Wow, do you just have Stone Cold Nothing? That seems good. That seems good for us. I can work with Stone Cold Nothing.
You can. Well, they aren't useful to me alive.
Yeah, I think we need to dodge Shade Light Ranger there. I don't know that we're gonna come back from this. So need to find another piece of removal here. And the Jade Light found another Explorer creature, which is tough for us.
Wait till you see what I've got planned for you.
There's 4 creatures in my bin. I don't think we got greedy in the slightest. I think we just like we're making plays based on the fact that like they didn't have an Explorer creature and then they drew their best Explorer creature. I think I just want to go like Death Baron plus a trophy this turn. Oh, Death Baron Marshal lets us block trade with one. True. Yeah, I guess we're already not grinding them out, so like what's a little bit more health at the end of the day? Yeah, I think I like that suggestion. I'm gonna lose the Liliana though. No, that's not true, best friend Skinner, because the turn they played the second walker, they had 3 mana left over. So if they were just holding it for the second walker, they would have played it that turn. Actually, I just let this happen, right? Because, like, this is gonna start making 3/3s with Death Touch, right? Also, I can do this plus Necrotic Wound with the Jade Light this turn. And like this thing's got Death Touch and it's indestructible. Yeah, Lich was a good sideboard addition. Good news, the board is empty. Oh wait, these things live. We're dead. All right. I forgot that these things weren't gonna die. If these were gonna die, we're gonna be okay. But that's a whew, whew, whew. All right. I think I want the Chups in my deck for their stupid Wild Growth Walkers. So, do I want to try and be aggressive, or do I want to try and grind out with them? Is basically the decision I have to make here. Now that's like a month away, 3 weeks away. Yeah, I don't think I can get under them with Wild Growth Walkers. I feel like pulling up is what I want to do. Do this. I'm gonna do this. Yeah, Wild Growth Walker is very, very difficult to raise. This is the last deck of the day. I think I might play blue-black artifacts after this. We got a good audience here. We broke 1600. Because Standard's great. Arena's great. This is fine on the play. Just like 3-1 to 3-2. Thanks everyone for hanging out here, by the way. I'll be live with Arena all day tomorrow. I start about 9 a.m. Central Standard Time, and I go till, you know, about 3 or 4 at least. Usually 3:30. Tomorrow I have to pull Jake off the bus, so 3:30. Find Finality is just such a powerful card. The fact that it like lets them play a sweeper in their Land War Elf deck is very, very good. going on, Negative? Both this format and this application are really sweet. It'd been a long time since I'd played Magic off stream, and since I picked up Arena, I've been finding myself playing Magic off stream on occasion. Christy will like walk in the room and be like, "What are you doing?" I'll be like, "I'm just playing a match real quick." She's like, "You did that all day." She's like, "Well, I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong."
Go ahead.
At least the thing I'm addicted to pays my bills, right? Like I've got that going for me. I get to say that at least. I think we're dead. Just haven't drawn any spells. Can play that next turn at least. Let's try one more. How has Legion Warboss been in the standard format? I think out of the sideboard, Legion Warboss is good in the right shell. I guess it was okay in the Naya aggressive deck that we played. I think Legion Warboss is the type of card that struggles when like green, black, and other mid-range decks are popular, because a lot of those decks are very much about board presence, and they're able to block and interact with not only your 2/2, but also the 1/1s that it generates. I saw some Jeskai and blue-red decks that were more controlling boarding in Legion Warboss out of the sideboard for the matchups where that weren't about board presence, but I think there's enough decks playing to the board in this format that that card's not terribly powerful. Yeah, I think out of the sideboard it's really good in the right deck. Man, it's absurd how popular this game has gotten. Savits is streaming for over 5,000 people on a weekday afternoon. That is so fantastic. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little bit worried about Artifact burying Magic when it came out. I'm not really worried about that anymore. Not quite so worried about that anymore. Arena's been really sweet. Magic. Magic. Arena was like, you're enjoying yourself too much. Have some mulligans. Like the kind of Magic card. No, there's a digital card game that's called Artifact that's being produced by Valve and was created by Richard Garfield. I was not invited to the Artifact closed beta. But the people that I have talked to that have played it said that constructed currently leaves a lot to be desired in Artifact, which is not, like, doesn't sound good for what I do here. We basically only play constructed on this channel. Yeah. I also know, and this is, I'm not going to name names with this statement because this could get people in trouble. I know a couple of people who are in the Artifact beta that have told me they don't actually like the game, but publicly they're being very positive about it because if Artifact is big, they don't want to miss the boat on content money, which I wouldn't do, but you know, I'm not them, so who am I to do that? If you hate MTG Finance, let me tell you about the 20% the Steam Marketplace takes. Yep. I'm also worried, like, even if Artifact is a great game, and it might be awesome, it might be the best thing since sliced bread, right? Like, I haven't played it, I don't know. The fact that there are so many game boards on screen makes me worry if it'll be good for content. Yeah, Arena was made with the stream in mind, it feels like.
I have a deliciously morbid idea.
So, am I just plussing again here? I think I'm just plussing again here. I guess I could down tick and play Stitcher Supplier and Midnight Reaper. You like my opponent reading my thing? I could do that. Do I want to just do that? I think I want to do that. It leaves her exposed to a burn spell, which kind of sucks, though. Do I just, like, keep upticking her and leaving, like... Yeah, actually, I have these cards in my hand. Let's just keep upticking.
Value moral flexibility.
Yeah, I guess if I take her to 7, I can then down tick and play 2 things, and they won't be able to kill her.
Don't get squeamish on me.
Honestly, the more I was thinking about it, with like Magic being such a great game and like finally having a good digital client, there's a chance that Artifact ends up being good for Arena, right? Like people get into a card game that normally wouldn't have checked out a card game, and then they like go looking for something potentially deeper and like find their way into Magic. Yeah, the design on her is really sweet. I like planeswalkers like this much more than the stupid cookie cutter like Ralzeric and Teferi. +1, draw a card, -3, kill something, ultimate, win the game. Just like that design is very dry. I feel like you could have a random number generator, like spit out the 5-mana planeswalkers we've had recently. Woo! We got options. Oh, we can cast this card from our graveyard. Oh, that's really good. That's really good. That's fantastic. Woo-hoo! I didn't realize we put some of those in our bin. I hadn't realized that some of those have been in there. Get Memorial to Folly. How about another Molderhulk? How about another Memorial to Folly? That was great. That was fantastic. All right, so Vraska can come in. Underrealm Lich seems like a nightmare for them. Necrotic Wound seems not stellar. Where are you going, opponent? I was still casting spells. Chups is probably not great. They probably have Planeswalkers, so Plaguecrafter seems good. Assassin Trophy seems good not only for their Planeswalkers, but also because it can kill things like Drakes. I think I want to trim a Diregraf Ghoul here because it gets caught up in their sweepers. We've been playing this deck for a little over an hour now. If you're just joining us and haven't watched all of the action, it's been sweet. This deck list we started with was a viewer submitted deck list, and we've been tuning it here on stream. If you didn't catch all of it and you want to watch it back from the start, later tonight on my website, jeffhoagland.com, or my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Jeff Hoagland, you'll be able to find the full video up there. Everything I stream pretty much gets archived, and I cut them up by deck, so you can watch the process that we play it. If you're interested in potentially submitting one of your decks to be played on stream at some point in the future, be sure to check out bit.ly/who-will-sell-out. That'll link you to the page on my website where I detail what it costs and how my deck queue and all that works. This is, you know, it's funny. When we started this video, this set, I was talking about how just like people keep constantly submitting Stitcher Supplier. It keeps being terrible, but Stitcher Supplier is actually pretty okay in this list, I think. I sub to you when you weren't streaming to watch VODs. So the reason why I have the VODs up there is sub only. I prefer if people go to YouTube for the archives, but sometimes my local recordings have issues and I have to pull them from my Twitch archive. Yeah, I think Chill is 2 cute tracks. I want to keep the creature density high. That was what you'd call a perfect draw. This hand was like a little bit slow, but I think it was fine. Molderhulk should count itself when you cast it from the graveyard. Yeah, I think so. I think this list has enough payoffs to make Supplier worth it. Did we mulligan last game? I actually don't remember. We did, right? We started on 5? We totally started on 5 cards last game. Deal. Resolves. It just can't keep coming that we keep fighting these rejects. I know, right? So this is the thing that's important about playing against control. When you're playing against control, it is important that you play a card that they need to counter on turn 4. And the reason for that is you want them to have to counter your spell on turn 4 rather than play Chemist's Insight and gas back up and draw cards. Because if you give them more of a chance to sculpt their hand and hit better things, they're going to be more likely to be able to counter your spells in the future. The Jeskai deck was really clunky and awkward. Did not feel like the third color was worth it. So it'll feel bad if the Underrealm Lich doesn't resolve here. But again, I think I'm just supposed to make them have the counter spell, because if they get more time to draw cards, they're going to be more likely to have counter spells. So that doesn't feel good, but I think it's correct to shove there. They do have Crackling Drake in their deck, okay? This might make me adjust how I sideboard for next game. It does make Molderhulk cheaper. Glass half full. So this is down to 6. So I have a choice here. Do I want to shove Reassembling Skeleton into play, or would I rather activate Memorial and pick the Lich back up? I kind of think I want to pick the Lich back up, right? I guess putting this into play means I can start poking them with it and drawing cards, which is nice. Hi, waifu. I love you. How are our monsters?
Monstrous.
I could attack and then put Hulk into play. I don't hate that, actually. I actually really like that line.
Gravy, dude.
Listen.
You're yelling.
I am not yelling. My throat is not sore.
You are screaming.
I am projecting forcefully. Normally she's not home while I'm working all the time, so, you know, she doesn't know that I'm constantly this loud. Okay, she probably knows that I'm constantly this loud. Hey, that's a free 3-ball. All right, so the fact that they took that hit there makes me want to play the Reassembling Skeleton, because this means that they're going to be more inclined to block these things down the line.
You're echoing off the walls.
Yeah, we need sound deadening in my office. It's not my fault.
How many more leagues are you doing?
I don't know. I was thinking playing one more. And then one more after that. And then one more after that. And then one more after that.
And somebody needs to go buy tissues for the plague carrier.
Oh, we need tissues. Oh, no. I have a whisper fetish. Can you... I am entertaining you vigorously. Exactly. I'm glad somebody gets it. I think I'm just attacking. There's already a Memorial in here, so this already gets that back. I'm gonna start by attacking with just these two. I think there's a chance they block one of these, and I get to draw a card.
How'd you know did I say I wanted tacos?
You did say you wanted tacos. Actually,
No,
I don't
didn't.
remember at this point.
I didn't say I wanted tacos. They just know me.
So Molderhulk will get back a Memorial to Folly here. I guess we could get stroked off of this.
Wait, chat, sanity check. Did I say I wanted tacos? Or do you just know me?
Chat, tell her she said she didn't say it. Or she said it, she doesn't remember. You're old, the memory's going.
They know me. I did want tacos.
Yeah, I did want.
That's why I didn't know if I said it. I definitely didn't say it.
Oh, these drakes might be a little bit too good. I think we're gonna want Chups in for the last game. Although I guess at the same time, the fact that they have Disdainful Strokes makes Chupacabra a little bit less appealing. Here's some bits for the acoustics fund. Thanks, Skip Dash. Oh, I did put Harpooner in my sideboard, didn't I? Yeah, Harpooner seems great, actually. Really? Okay. Why wouldn't I swing with both? Awesome, Johnny. All right, so I guess I'm dead to any spell here, huh? Yeah, we're probably dead to the Drake's killing us. I needed to draw a removal spell there. This is tapped. Yep. Need a little bit more removal in my deck. The Harpooners are a great suggestion.
Loser.
So I'm gonna put these in and cut these ghouls. Seems very reasonable. Maybe I don't want the Vraska if they're on the Drake plan. I'm gonna bring one Chupacabra back in. Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Tacos don't deliver.
Tacos don't deliver, that's true. You should call Mike or Matt and ask if they want to deliver tacos. I mean, hey, come hang out. I'm sure everything delivers if you pay enough. Get time to look into Mr. Delivery.
I'm not paying them.
Can't you board in all of our removal and become a control deck? No, I think we're still the aggressor here. I think we need ways to interact with these Drakes, but we're definitely the beatdown in this matchup. This hand's a little painful, but it's a pretty strong curve. It's like 1 drop, 2 drop. If you ask chat, they'll provide food if it means more sweet leagues. You can pay for delivery, I promise you. There's been a lot of bits today. Anoronics dropped $100 in bits. Take them and go pay for delivery.
What if I pay you to stop streaming?
Why did I not side in Duress? That's a good question. I don't know. Like, their deck's more of a... With the Drakes, it puts them a little bit on the aggressive side, which made me not want the Duresses. Maybe they're better than these Stitcher suppliers, potentially. I don't think she has more money than Twitch chat, but she's welcome to try.
Alright, let's try. I do know how democracy works. If I pay more, I win.
Maybe I'm supposed to play a land and just start activating my Graveyard Marshal there. Hey, Rory the Rogue, thanks for the 11 months. Welcome back. This card's really good in these matchups because, like, we wanted some removal against the opponent's deck anyways. Wonder if I'm supposed to just Glowspore Shaman here. I feel like maybe I'm supposed to just Glowspore Shaman here.
I just need Jeffrey to go to the store.
All right, I'll be done after this one.
If it's a fight you
Have
want, it's a
to,
fight
because
you'll get.
I'm the bad one.
All right, so I think we just smash here again. Although, so like this is tough. So we're definitely smashing. The question is, do I want to play Liliana post combat, or do I want to play Glowspore Shaman plus start activating Graveyard Marshal? Hey, Cannon Head Dan, thank you for the 2-month resub. I appreciate that. Welcome. You're so attractive.
Stores do deliver, but they don't deliver, like, immediately.
I got 1,000 bits to keep playing. Technically, any bits chat gives Christy, she could just add those to the total because she's the boss and it's her, buddy.
Damn, they found my loophole.
I feel like I'm supposed to play the Liliana here because it's turn 4 and I don't want them to Chemister's Insight.
The cornfields don't have Amazon now.
That's true. The cornfields, we have to wait for Amazon. It's very sad. Yeah, maybe these Stitcher suppliers were supposed to be Duresses and I'm boarded incorrectly. I would believe that.
Do you need to eat till the kids go to bed and I'll go?
Sure.
Chat wins.
Stupid chat wins. You won, chat. You are the victor. Sabotage, rough. Yeah, I think I would accept that I'm sideboarded incorrectly currently.
We don't have Amazon now. We don't have that like within an hour Amazon. We have 2-day shipping Amazon.
I feel like the Glowspore wouldn't beat the counterspell, but yeah, maybe it's better off to just lead on that. And then maybe if it just resolves, I just wait and start making zombies. Yeah, that's probably a better sequence. Do I want this Folly? I don't have anything worth getting back in here, right? Oh, I've got Midnight Reaper, but like it's really slow. Yeah, I'm gonna decline that. Okay, I have a better draws than average than the Folly. I guess it could have gotten Plague Bearer. I want a Chupacabra or removal spell for this though.
There is a P.O. box. Please don't send tacos.
That's so sad. I just like drew this the turn after this milled over.
Mailbox tacos don't sound delicious.
I've not seen any sweepers out of them yet. Wonder if they're gonna start racing with this Crackling Drake. Crackling Drake plus the Electrostatic Field kills me in 2, right? Yeah, I think my lack of boarding into Duresses was a punt here. So I've got one shot to draw a... One shot to draw a removal spell and hope they don't have a counter. Yeah, I definitely didn't lean into the Marshal. I like sequenced in ways that were kind of medium. That like could have maximized my Marshal more while playing around counter spells better too. I don't know. I think the Suppliers would have been better as Duresses there, but I definitely think I could. You're right. You're correct. That I could have used my Marshal better there. Go get Christy tacos and cupcakes. All right, to wrap on the zombie stack. This was interesting. This was the first deck I played where Stitcher Supplier didn't feel like utter poop game 1. Liliana was pretty good in this deck. Her ups and downs were like very reasonable. What else stood out? Midnight Reaper. This card's great. I think this card should be in a lot of black decks that are attacking and blocking. Good to know you love chat. Put this towards Rainbow Lich. Sounds good. I'm not playing Rainbow Lich next. Rainbow Lich is like requires way too much mental capacity. So I'm not gonna do that till tomorrow morning. We're gonna kick off tomorrow morning with Rainbow Lich.
Hey, you gotta stream in the morning. Maybe you should stop for the night. Kinda late.
It's kinda late. All right.